Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, maybe good evening whenever you get a chance to watch this video. Today is day number 2. You survived day 1. Hopefully it wasn't too difficult, or maybe you haven't done day 1 yet and your day 1's today. Either way, please continue to roll that into today. So remember to eat 5 to 6 small meals a day. Cook your own foods and start your day right by eating breakfast. So if you're watching me first thing this morning, you haven't eaten anything yet, go grab an apple, grab a bowl of cereal or something, and you can watch me talk for the next few minutes. Day number 2, what I'm going to talk to you about is the processed food monster. No, it's not a monster, but it kind of is because processed food is everywhere. So that's what we're going to talk about today is processed food and whole food. And what really clean eating is, let's just be honest, it's clean. We probably shouldn't be consuming a lot of processed food. But by show of hands, how many of us probably consume processed food every day? Yep, probably. Because a lot of our food goes through some sort of process nowadays. Matter of fact, there's a lot of articles written about today's diet, how it is a primarily processed diet. We are a fast-paced, rushed society. We want things done quick. We want things done fast. And so it's really easy for us to just grab things that are in a nice little package and move, and go about our day. I mean, I used to be a sucker for 100-calorie snack packs, really. I did. I thought, oh, I'm, watching my calorie intake. I'm going to do these 100-calorie snack packs. But the sad reality is I wasn't getting the nutrients I needed. And that's why whole foods are really important, that they take up about 80% of your diet, if not more. I mean, obviously the goal is always 100%, but really we should be shooting for 80% of our diet, because then we're getting the nutrients we need. Our cell structures, our bodies crave the proper nutrients. Why do you think you have cravings? Think about today as you go through your day, and when you start craving something like, oh, I want a chocolate bar, oh, I want this. Part of it might just be like an addiction we have to that sort of food. I want to do a whole series eventually about, food addiction and what that really looks like. But usually when we're craving something, it's because our body's lacking a nutrient that it's so desperately trying to get. But we've been really conditioned to not really fill that with the proper nutrient. We just grab something quick and easy to eat. So, processed foods are usually something that was manufactured to take something that was raw, a raw ingredient, and turn it into a neatly packaged food, so that they have longer shelf life. So a peach here, this is a whole food. Yummy. I won't eat it. My son would kill me if I ate it. So this is a peach, and I'm going to be really honest with you right now. No, it's not organic, and that's just something else we can talk about. Anyway, so this is a peach, and it's a whole food. There's nothing, didn't go through a plant, didn't go through manufacturing, came off a tree. Now this is peaches as well. However, this is processed peaches. Now, it's not as bad as some processed food that I'll talk about in a second, but it is processed nonetheless, because this, in ingredients, there's no label. There's no label to read because it's a peach. It's what we see. This, though, it's peaches, peach juice, water, and sugar. Now, I have a pantry full of sliced peaches and canned goods. I do. Sometimes they are a go-to. I actually have a bunch of canned black beans in there. It's easier for me just to grab those than wash and dry my own black beans. So I'm not trying to beat anybody up, and I don't want you to beat yourself up if you're like, hey, this is how I get my fruit. I can't, I'm not buying the peaches, but I'm buying these because this is cheaper and it lasts longer. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But I just want to show the example. This is really what's going on. This is better, not the best. But hey, better than this, which I'll talk about in a second. So really that's what we need to go for, is going with the whole food that's not broken down. Because with the processed food, I mean, it's longer shelf life, it's going to last longer, it's got a lot of artificial ingredients. Obviously not the canned peaches, but there's plenty of things out there that I bet if you looked at it, you would have to take a whole college class on how to pronounce all that language. It has lots of artificial sweeteners. It has lots of dyes. It has stuff that it's just like, I don't know. So speaking of which, because I'm going to use this a couple times, like, looking at this ingredients list, it's got pyridoxine hydrochloride, BHT, a preservative. And it says it has one of the B vitamins in it. Well, that's good. So, yeah, that's about it. And I've seen stuff that's even worse. So a lot of, if what you're eating was made after 1903, probably just shouldn't eat it. Now, with the Whole Foods, you have the less ingredients. You can pronounce it. However, you can still get things in a package. You can still get things in a package that is processed, but more of a whole food, like a Larabar. I don't have any on me. I used to, but we've eaten them all up. But if you look at the list, like a cherry one, like the primary ingredients is dried cherries with some almonds and some dates. It's like 3 ingredients on that list. We have applesauce here. No sugar added, but with applesauce, this is considered, if we really wanted to break it down, it's in a package, so it's gone through a plant, it's been processed, but the ingredients on it are apples and water. And yes, they have the ascorbic acid for vitamin C, but it is not as broken down. So when you're eating whole foods and you're buying whole foods, like say in a package, if you're not going and buying like the fruits and vegetables or like in the meat department, like, you know, the perimeter of the store, if you have ventured into the aisles a little bit to get some of the things you need, read the label and try to focus on getting something that doesn't have a million ingredients in it, okay? So, for example, like, I'm telling you all to eat breakfast. Now, we have 2 choices here, and trust me, there's a whole lot of other choices, and, you know, this one, I'm sure there's something better than Kashi out there, like an organic and 3-ingredient cereal, but Kashi's going to trump Crunch Berries. I grew up on this stuff, I love this stuff, I can't open it or I'll eat the whole box, I promise. But really, there is nothing of any benefit in here. It has 1 B vitamin, and it's not worth it. But if you look at the very first ingredient, it says corn flour. I don't know if you can see that, but there you go. It says corn flour, and then the next one is sugar. I'm telling you right now, if it's listed first, that is the primary ingredient. And heck, second ingredient, again, going to be something that's pretty big. So corn flour and sugar, might as well just open up your pantry, pour some sugar in a bowl, pour in some flour, and go to town. So that's processed food. Now, if you're used to eating a lot of processed food like I was, it's not something that one day you just wake up and you're just never going to eat processed food again. It's not really realistic. I'm just going to say it. It's not. I'm a busy person. I like my Larabars. I like the sweet and nutty almond bars by Nature Valley. But, you know, really go for fewer ingredients. Like Kashi. Here, this actually has a lot of ingredients. Soy grits, Kashi 7 whole grain honey puffs, whole hard red wheat, whole brown rice, honey, cane syrup, whole barley, lots of whole stuff. But the thing is, I can pronounce everything in it. Now, do I eat this all the time? No, but sometimes it's a go-to if I'm really rushed on time and I haven't prepped anything. So, one thing I want to say as I'm wrapping up this video, I really respect, and I'm not going to say it's sugarcoat it and say it's okay. Whole foods are more expensive than processed foods. I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, you just have to apply yourself and make it work. It is more expensive, and if you're on a fixed income and you have like a family of 4, that can be pretty scary and pretty daunting. So guess what? I do want you eating the canned peaches if this, rather than this, okay? There's stuff that you can do. Obviously, the winter, it gets a little bit harder to do, but during the summer, in this county, there's lots of opportunities, network with people, get on the social media websites and just say, hey, does anybody have some orchards that they're looking for people just to come pick up the fruit off the ground? Because that stuff, it's good. Go for it. I recommend going to an actual farm and getting stuff there. It's better. Go ahead and, put a few bucks aside and pick up, some of the fruits from the fruit stands. And Something else to look into is, food co-ops. I've been looking, and I don't think we have a lot of food co-ops here, but there's something called Bountiful Baskets. It's down in Ridgefield. I don't know how it is. I'm trying it for the first time this weekend. If it's good, I'll let you guys know, and maybe we can start something here. But either way, we just have to somehow find a way to make it work. I'm not asking for perfection. You shouldn't ask yourself for perfection because you'll just beat yourself up and want to quit. But really today, focus on your labels. Read what you're eating, read what you're putting in your body. Try to eat things that you can pronounce and have fewer ingredients. Like go for, something that has 5 or 6 ingredients in it, okay? Post your comments below if you have a lot of questions and concerns about anything, because I definitely would love to help out with that. And another thing, if you have some time today, just Google whole food versus processed food into your search engine, and you will come up with an abundance of stuff. Go ahead and read an article. Share it with us. Like, let's share the information. Everyone's going to say something different, but they also have the same message, but something might resonate with someone better than what I'm conveying, because I'm just a mom, a social worker, and just me just trying to figure out this craziness, okay? So good luck today. Let's try to eat the whole foods. The peach that I won't eat because my son will kill me. But whole foods, less sugar, and have a good day. And don't forget the 5 to 6 meals a day. All right. Bye, guys.